Kill. Overkill. Killing spree. Kill.
Star
Is this
Wars.
the Michael Bay podcast.
Yeah, the Michael Bay podcast. Oh. Welcome to Super Pixels Weekly, a podcast recorded exclusively in Discord. We are your co-hosts. I'm Donovan.
I'm William.
And we are followed up by our robot Craig, who is apparently on the back burner. We're doing some different stuff. Craig might be out of a job. Yeah, Craig might be out of a job this week and next week. So that's
And
right,
forever.
robot. Yeah, stay on your toes, robot. We might need you, we might not, you know.
Yeah, the plan is to not use him anymore, so my quality can be better, and also I'm assuming your quality will be better as well.
Yeah,
The podcast will just sound better. So
yeah, when you put the weight of an entire podcast on the bit rate of a Discord server, you know, sometimes things go a little bit south.
and you're recording across the country from each other. Well, not across the country, but
across some states.
you know,
we're finally in the same
some
time
state.
zone for the first time. Anyway, you know where to find us. We are available on all the major streaming platforms. Podbean, our boys, you know, they set us up. Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcast, Amazon Music. You can talk to the robot on your desk and be like, yo, a word. I'm not going to say it because she's right here next to me. Play Super Pixels Weekly. And she'll be like, okay. And she'll do it. If you have any confusing issues regarding hitting us up or listening to us, please just search Super Pixels Weekly in Google. We are the top result, and we are super proud about that. I don't know how you feel about that, Will.
Oh yeah, no, that's great.
Yeah,
That's great for the algorithm or whatever the kids say.
It feels super good to be the number one result on Google for the phrase Super Pixels Weekly. On top of that, we are also inadvertently sponsored through my Twitch, Pixels and Pints, you know, on Twitch, by Instant Gaming. So you can get wholesale codes, and I talked about it last podcast. I used I name dropped CD keys, which is really weird, and it makes me feel super old because I don't think anybody understands what a CD key is anymore. Maybe you do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, no, of course I do. Yeah.
like
I remember getting like
The Sims, like.
yeah, and you have to put in your key. Wasn't
Mm-hmm.
it like you got the game and then you had to you install the game, but you still have to have a CD key to play it or something like that?
So you would have to install the game. The game would install, and then right when you launched it, it'd be like, "Hey, put your key in," and you'd be like, "Fuck!" Like if you bought the game from somebody,
That doesn't make any sense. Why would they do that?
because of the fact they didn't want people out there pirating stuff. But it was an older
Oh yeah, I
generation.
guess because you can burn discs and stuff.
Yeah,
That's
you could.
like back in the day in
That one.
Battlefield 3 when you had to have a
Battlefield
battle
account.
pass thing.
Yeah.
Like you had one code that came with your game, and if you borrowed that game from your friend, you would have to buy your own code to play the game.
It was
stupid.
It was a dark time in gaming, but here we are now where you can hit up Instant Gaming, for instance, and get wholesale codes. We've talked about it before. I actually lost the audio last week, so I'll do the stick again. These guys it's not crazy stuff, you know, it's not some crazy scam. One, you know us, you trust us, you're listening to us, but at the same time, it's essentially dudes who are realistically capitalizing on the market when it comes to video gaming. They're buying codes from Steam, Humble Bundle, all that stuff, and they're using Instant Gaming to give you these product codes through Steam, through Origin, other platforms, and you're getting them at a discount. But anything that you do on Instant Gaming, if you use our link, which will be in the description, we get a kickback through my Twitch. So anything that you do, obviously, we're not asking you to go out of your way, but anything that you do for the podcast in support, we 100% super appreciate. Also, you know where to find us when it comes to Twitch, my Twitch, twitch.tv/Pixels and Pints. It'll be in the description. William's YouTube, which is World's Okayest Gamers, which again, link will be in the description, and goes back to that Instant Gaming advert I just made up on the spot. Link for that will be in the description as well. But here we are. We're back. We're back on track. We kind of messed up 2 weeks ago, and last week we had technical difficulties.
We messed up for a few months, and then a week, but here we are again.
Hey, look, people change, okay? Like that's us.
We're working on it.
We're doing. We're being the best us that we can be.
We're adults.
So I am actually.
I am actually.
Yeah,
What the fuck was
I don't know. That was that intro from 2 podcasts ago. You're listening to KLA 93. I am actually kind of upset about the fact that we didn't get emails regarding the question that we posed because it was a fucking good one. I know.
Big sad face.
But I do have a list here if you want to talk about some things for that question. I mean, it doesn't really matter to me. We already answered ourselves.
Did you look up them?
I looked up the top ranked via the internet best plot twists in video games. That
okay, give me the best game in your opinion.
In my opinion,
you don't have to give me like the whole spoiler for it. Just which one is it in your opinion? Out of the list.
So it's 30 games. Let me scroll real quick.
Oh God,
that's a really good one. So I'm gonna have to go with my heart because when I was scrolling through real quick, I saw the JPEG for this game, and I was like, "Yep, that's it. Doesn't matter." And a couple of the ones that we said last week are actually on this list, but
okay.
The number one for me is Metal Gear Solid 4, and it won't matter to anybody besides anyone that's played Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've figured it would be a game that I probably didn't even know.
I could like say this to you, and you'd be like, "Okay, like what the fuck?"
Yeah. No, you don't have to like go down the whole thing. I just wanted to know which game.
I mean, I could read it real quick because it's not, but yeah. So the biggest plot twist for Metal Gear Solid 4, one is one of them. Is that Big Boss is actually still alive because you have been told throughout the entire series. Nice, nice gasp take. You've been told throughout the entire series that you've actually killed Big Boss twice. You're like, oh, that was a body double the first time, and then the second time you're like, yeah, you got him. And then in Metal Gear Solid 4, when Snake is like 150 years old, Big Boss is like, hey, what's up, son? And you're like, what the fuck? And you get a 3-hour cutscene, because that's what happens. Like, you doubt
that is
me,
ridiculous.
Yeah, no,
I know. I think we've talked about this before, but that is still ridiculous.
The first time I actually beat Metal Gear 4 was at our buddy RJ's house, from the Discord. A friend of mine, a really good friend of mine from high school, and it was like one of those like things in high school where we were like, the thing we used to do, we'd like have a sleepover, but it wasn't a sleepover. We just like play video games all night. And I was sitting there, we were chilling, and I was like, oh, cool. I got past like the last like hardcore section of Metal Gear Solid 4, and then like I was like, oh cool, the end cutscene, and I fell asleep because it was like 5 a.m. and I woke up at 6 o'clock and the cutscene was still playing, and I was like, what the fuck is happening? And he like looked over, he was like, yeah man, that was a cutscene. I was like, still? Like what the fuck?
They could have just released it as a movie.
They could. They're working on it, honestly. There's a couple in here that we've mentioned, and there's a couple in here that you might actually agree with, I think.
Try to give me something I know.
I'll shout the game out, and we'll see if you can guess the plot. Okay, so have you played Braid? That side-scroller game?
Have I played what?
Braid?
No, I've never played that, actually.
Okay, well then we won't leave that, but I think that's kind of like well-known. Okay, you've played Halo Combat Evolved, right?
Yes.
What is the biggest plot twist from that game?
Oh boy, I don't remember. So, I don't think. I haven't played that game since I was a kid, so
I wouldn't really consider it a plot twist, but I guess it is. Is that, and this is funny because this actually will come back to bite us in the ass maybe later on in the show. So the biggest plot twist from Halo Combat Evolved was the fact that the Flood are actually the bad guys the entire time, which sets up Halo 2 because you play as the Arbiter in Halo 2.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh shit, I guess the aliens aren't actually bad guys; they're just trying to live. So
Right. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
there's
I
that.
remember more of Halo 2 than I do of 1
Yeah,
because I
so
was a
Halo
very
2
young
was on
boy
this.
during 1.
Yeah, Halo 2 was on this list too, but it was for this thing I just said. It was like you actually play as the Arbiter for half the game, and you're like, "What the fuck?" Like,
That's the twist. I
yeah,
thought that was fucking awesome.
that was a twist. And people, yeah, the whole consensus from Game Ranks was like, yeah, people were like okay with it because it was refreshing.
Yeah, for sure.
But anyway, one of the ones Crystal can attest to is the fact that Sean, your son from Fallout 4, is actually the bad guy in Fallout 4.
Yeah, that's actually the one she
Yeah,
mentioned.
where you're like,
So
he's like, "Hello, father," and you're like, "What the fuck, you 70-year-old man?" But yeah, a little upset we didn't get emails, but I mean, I'm not upset
hey, it
with the
is what it
community.
is.
Yeah, I'm not upset with the community. I'm just upset with the fact that like we didn't get one. It's not like I don't blame anybody. I don't blame people have schedules. Like I got it. No big deal. But yeah, so there's a whole chunk of the podcast gone.
It's all good. We'll make up for it.
Absolutely, we will with this crazy quiz time. Guess what? It's going to happen later on. It's gonna be the first Jeopardy quiz time we've ever had because it's going to be me and William together on questions.
It's gonna be weird.
So you want to just
Bringing
roll
it
the
back.
news? Does that sound good to you? Just roll the news?
Yeah, for sure. Let's do
Okay,
it.
let's do it.
Let's hop right into it. So this week,
I like this.
nothing really happened. Not much. A
I don't
lot
like
has
that.
not been happening. Yeah,
I like the story you have docketed. I don't like that phrase.
yeah. Not much has been happening because we're in like the weird period right now where we're in between like
Yeah.
everything already came out and E3 is coming up in like 2 months, so it's like kind of a dry period right now.
Last year, I think the biggest thing that came out last year in the spring was Animal Crossing. Like,
Oh yeah, that was
and
like
and
March.
they did that on purpose, I think, because the Nintendo does that thing where they're like playing the system, but like most game devs have that whole like it's almost like cycle, right? Where it's like fall season for Christmas and then summer season after E3 when like they're gearing up for fall, basically.
Right.
So,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
like spring is super dead for video games.
Yeah. Usually, yeah. It's definitely a good time to drop a brand new Animal Crossing.
A triple A, yeah, that no one expected to win game
Yeah.
awards. So
But we do have I guess, kind of a rumor.
it's a rumor?
Bioshock 4. It's not a rumor, but like it's not confirmed.
Yeah, okay.
Bioshock 4 is reportedly set in an open world, which is interesting.
Oh,
A new job listing for a senior writer at developer Cloud Chamber, who is doing the new Bioshock, asks for someone who can weave impactful, character-driven stories in an open-world setting. So, like, they posted a job listing for that,
so Cloud
and
Chamber.
everyone,
Okay.
yeah, and everyone was like, "Whoa, wait, open-world setting? What the fuck?"
Well, they gave it away
So
by like, I mean, so like that's happened before, where devs will list a like, hey, we need somebody for this, and people will speculate like we do, and then it'll turn out to be something completely different. But like Cloud Chamber, I don't think really, and correct me if I'm wrong, internet, but I don't think Cloud Chamber is actually super known for anything besides having hands in the Bioshock series. So like, what do you think they're doing? Like,
no, this is for sure
oh, okay.
Bioshock. Yes, I think I could be wrong as well.
I mean,
But
that's our whole job right now. So I mean,
from what I understand, is Cloud Chamber is
yeah,
doing this whole game. I
they're the
think
bio dudes for sure.
because they've lost. They don't have Ken Levine anymore, which
So I was actually gonna, before I even realized that you put that in the doc, I was gonna say something about the fact that Ken Levine's not there because what is Bioshock without Ken Levine? Realistically speaking,
exactly
like
right.
that's the
Which
man that wrote those crazy twists that we talked about last week, or that made Bioshock 2, made Bioshock 3. Like, he's the brain guy. He's the Hideo Kojima of Bioshock. So
Exactly. And that's what kind of makes me nervous about this is like, so you guys are making a whole new Bioshock without Ken Levine, and then you're deciding to do something as drastic as making it an open world game, which I would assume is going to be an RPG.
yeah.
And it's just it's going to be a big change from what Bioshock used to be.
So the only thing that I think could, well, not the only thing, but one of the main things that sticks out to me that I think could come of this that's good is the fact that, like, if you realistically, if you put yourself in the Bioshock setting, right, for the sake of it, we'll just go with Rapture. And yeah, we got a great story out of it and we got a great game. But if you developed it further, right, where if you like, and there's like, it's the same thing as Bioshock, like open lore, I want to say they call it, or extended universe stuff. It's really weird to say. But there's like Bioshock books where they talk about some splicers who haven't actually become like basically crazed meth heads, where that's the only situation I can see that like a open-ended Bioshock RPG setting would be cool, where it's you are, we'll go with Jack from Bioshock 1. You're him,
Yeah.
or whatever, or a character in similar fashion. And you're in Rapture, and you're right on the cusp of before Rapture actually collapses for the sake of Bioshock 1. And there are some people who aren't actually psychopaths, and they're just like, hey, can you go get, like a fetch quest or whatever, or something.
Right.
That's the,
I mean, you
yeah,
got to imagine there's going to be quests and
yeah, like
side quests and
that's
stuff.
the only thing that I can imagine where a Bioshock open-ended RPG with a Bioshock spin, with plasmids and stuff, would be pretty cool in the lore, is where they spin it where it actually fits the story. But if they're going like a different route, like, because I was skeptical of Bioshock 3, because I was like, that's not Rapture, what the fuck? And then I
Yeah.
played 3 and I was like, yo, this is fucking great. So, I mean, I'm not going to hold my breath, because I didn't hold my breath for 3, and then I was extremely surprised, and I love 3. So I'm just not going to hold my breath for the sake of not being disappointed. But either way, I'm still going to gobble up anything they put out in regards to
Oh yeah,
Bioshock.
dude.
Yeah, like, it's one of
No,
my
dude.
favorite series.
Bioshock 4 is a day one buy for sure. Like,
100%.
no doubt. But I think this game is because they've said that it's gonna be a completely new world. It's not gonna be Rapture. It's not gonna be Columbia. They're building it all from ground up. I'm
Yeah, so
scared it's gonna be so far removed that it's not even really
it's not,
Bioshock
yeah, it's
anymore.
not Bioshock. So that's what I mean, is like, that's the same thing they said about 3. They were like, it's not Rapture, and I was like, boo. And then I bought it, and I was like, all right, it's actually really fucking good. So
Yeah, I guess that's true. I mean,
I'm hoping
I
that it
consider
gets.
Infinite. I consider Infinite just as much Bioshock as the other two,
Oh, yeah,
honestly.
I mean, it is because of the ending of that. That's a fucking twist ending we could talk about anyway, too. Honestly, if you want to think about it, like,
Yeah, yeah.
you're actually the bad guy again, But like,
Mm,
that's the thing, is they actually took that and used the source material that they built the game around for 3, from 1 and 2, and tied it in with DLCs. So like, they were like, no, this is a fucking Bioshock game, dude. Like, play the DLC where you play as Elizabeth in Rapture, like, because of the fact that she can open portals and stuff, the whole thing. I don't want to go
yeah.
crazy into lore, right? But if you haven't played Burial at Sea, I would definitely recommend it somehow if you can get your hands on a copy of a DLC. Or, I mean, if you're playing on a next gen console and you have one of those crazy Bioshock, gold edition collections or whatever that was $12 at a flea market, because that's where we're at in the future right now. Uh,
No,
Definitely.
they have the Bioshock collection, the remastered collection that you can buy on
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Like,
current
so, like,
consoles.
the remaster collection includes the DLCs, though. Is what I'm saying. So
Yeah,
definitely
which
play through.
I so when that came out, um, I played, well, not when it came out, but it came to PS Plus,
Yeah.
and I had originally I had played 2, and I never beat it, and I beat Infinite way back in the day when that came out when I was younger, and I
You never
never
beat
played
2?
1. I
What?
never beat 2, and I never played 1. Yeah.
What the fuck?
And then, dude, honestly, like, I liked Bioshock, but I never finished them. Well, I never finished 2, never played 1, right?
Okay.
Beat Infinite. Infinite was awesome. And then that collection came out, and God, I binged 1 and 2, and I was
Yeah.
like, fuck yeah, I'm going all the way for Infinite. And like I started Infinite, and I was like, man, this just does not hit the same as 1 and 2.
No. So 1 was actually one of the most terrifying games I played when I was younger, just because of the sheer fact that like there's like a claustrophobia aspect. Like obviously nothing really super crazy happens in the game in terms of just like the fact that of the setting, right? But if you take a step back and you look at the fact that you are character A and you are in an underwater city, and if you compartmentalize everything in your brain and you think about my voice cracked, everything in your brain, and you realize that you are a person and you are significantly insignificant and you are underwater, and the only thing that's really stopping you from dying right now is a pane of glass. It's really insane to think about, right?
It's very
Like,
claustrophobic.
exactly. And then there was a weird jump scare that happened in 1, and I don't remember if you remember it or know what I'm talking about, but in the medical pavilion of Bioshock 1, when you're going through the dentist area and you go up to the one plasmid that's sitting on a thing, you're like, oh fuck yeah, plasmid. And and you pick it up, and then you get like laughing gassed or smoke screen, and you're like, oh, that was weird. And you just turn around, there's a dude standing behind you, and you're like, oh, what the fuck? Like,
I think I do remember that. Yeah.
that was the one. I was like, oh fuck! Like, or
Yeah,
even
no.
after that, there was a section where you are only lit up in the area you're standing in by like one fluorescent light, and splicers are coming in from the dark in all directions in a light circle, and you're just like, I don't know what's happening. Like, no, the game, I think significantly used terror to its advantage. Like, there's a difference between like being scared and being terrified, because terror is like by definition the unknown, and that's, I think that Bioshock 1 used that significantly to its advantage.
Yeah.
Which is why it
100%.
stands above, honestly.
It's fantastic. But and that was the thing I was gonna say though. Like, I never played the DLCs, and I need to go back and play the DLCs.
I would highly recommend it, because they change it where the point of view is you're Elizabeth, and you're doing that thing that she does in 3 where she's jumping between realities or whatever. And you're Elizabeth, so not to downplay female protagonists by any means at all, but the game spins it where you're Elizabeth, and you've been locked in a tower your entire life, so you're kind of helpless. So like there's a big stealth aspect to it until like later on in the DLCs, when you finally like you're like, oh shit, I can kill people, so like.
Well, I had no idea. I thought the DLC would be like, here's a new section.
Nope, you're not Booker at all. Well, you
I
are
had
Booker
no
a couple
idea.
times, but you're Elizabeth for most of it.
That's crazy. I didn't even know that.
I mean, plus the setting of like the 50s, 60s noir, like crime noir, like detective. Oh, I gotta get a private eye to find my wife. Like that just resonates. That's one of the reasons why I'm a super big Fallout fan. Is just like the actual setting is like
Right.
the old fucking like music and shit. Yeah.
That's what Crystal loves that stuff too. She like legitimately listens to that kind
That's
of
my
like
girl.
music all the time.
You married a keeper, I'll tell you that much.
Fuck, what was I gonna say? Oh, one more thing on Bioshock. Bioshock Infinite, that first scene, or not first season, when you finally get up to Columbia.
Yeah, the racist scene?
Oh
Are
my!
you gonna talk about that?
No,
Oh,
not
okay.
that. Before
I
that,
love that too, when he's like, "Fuck you guys."
no, when you're walking through the like it's like you're walking through the shallow water, and it's like all bright, and there's like a choir going, or it's like so crazy. I don't know. It's just like, what the fuck?
Super evangelist, like,
Yeah.
come meet me on the water. Like,
It feels like you're walking into a cult. It's like
That's
just like what?
exactly what you're doing. What do you mean?
Well, I know, but it's like what
It's
am I
the
getting myself into?
it's the. So did you play Far Cry 5?
Uh, to as much as I could stand to play
So
it.
well, yeah. I mean, I'm not saying it's a great game. I really
Yeah,
love the setting, right? But
the cult stuff is
yeah,
awesome.
that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the same thing. It was like the beginning of Far Cry 5 when like you do your cop stuff and you break into the church, and they're like, "What the fuck are you gonna do? We're not breaking laws." And you're like, "Fuck! Why? God damn it! I can't do anything." Like,
Yeah,
and
no,
even the
that
cops are like, "Hey man, we gotta get out of here, dude. These guys are crazy." Like,
that
that's
game
what it
had
is.
such a good setting and story, but the gameplay itself was
Mhm.
just not great. So
They
I
need to
couldn't play it anymore.
make a Far Cry with the 5 story with the 3 gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
That's where it's at, and that's where we're gonna
Everything
leave
just
it.
needs to be like 3. Yep.
I mean,
Uh,
4 wasn't bad. I'll give 4 that, but it wasn't 3.
yeah, none of them are 3, and
Jason Brody?
honestly, I don't. Maybe this next one will be.
Well, yeah, obviously they
'Cause
got Giancarlo Esposito in it. What do you mean?
exactly, you got him on board.
That's it.
I mean,
Game
like
over.
you got it. It's got to be a good game.
Gas to be. He
Got to
doesn't
be.
back stuff that he's not solidified in. Um, do you want to go into the next one? Because I'm actually super excited to talk about this game because I haven't talked about it in a long time since I played it.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
here we go.
Awesome.
Yeah, there you go.
So Days Gone, which is a
Mm,
PlayStation exclusive,
yes.
officially, I think this was announced yesterday. It
Yep.
officially launches on PC on May 18th. Um, so it's another PlayStation exclusive coming to PC, which is sick. It's awesome.
Sure.
So
Uh,
how do you feel about this?
so in the doc, you asked me if I would play it. So yes, I will. To answer your question. Um,
Hmm.
So I actually pre-ordered this game because it came out when I was in Korea 2019, I think is when it came out. I want to say around then, like the beginning of the year, or maybe
Yeah.
October. I don't remember specifically, but I remember playing this game. Um, and so people shit on it because it kind of flew too close to the sun, banking on the PlayStation 4's hardware like limits because there are massive fucking zombie hordes in this game, and sometimes the
Yeah.
frame rate would drop. And I didn't really care too much because I was flipping between PC and console already when I was overseas. Because I got my PlayStation shipped to me from my wife. Thank God for you. You know, chest tap, peace sign to my wife. She's not dead. She's just upstairs sleeping. But no, so I pre-ordered it and I was like, fuck yeah, I love zombie games, and I played it, and I really don't see what people are bitching about. Like it happens in games. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm a PC Master Race guy when it comes to like, I want to see this game at 144 hertz, like fucking 8K. But for a game that was a PlayStation exclusive, like, what do you think you're getting into, man? Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that they can advertise one thing and then when it doesn't go the way they think it's going to go, be like, it's okay because i.e. Cyberpunk. But
Yeah.
no, I,
Well,
I I thought that it was fucking phenomenal. Like, it was really story driven. It was super emotional. I didn't actually entirely finish it because we came back. We were in the middle of a transition, with the unit. Like, we came back from overseas, but I fucking loved it. Like, I don't care what anyone says.
did you beat the whole? You said you didn't beat it, right?
No, I didn't actually finish the main story, but I did a lot of like when it comes to RPGs, because that's really what Days Gone was. It was kind of like an RPG where you would like
Yeah.
do side quests for settlements, and then you would get different stuff. So my main goal was to like help settlements so I could get like weaponsmithing or whatever it was up, so I could get like machine guns to take on these hordes. Because that was the one thing I wanted to do, was to see this shit in first person or third person, I
Hmm.
guess, or see it for myself of just how big these hordes can get. And dude, it's fucking rough. where you're just like, oh god, like you're running the whole time in circles and you're trying to like lead them, like you're almost like playing a game of like Call of Duty Zombies on round like 55, where like you can't
Yeah.
get away. Like, yeah, that's all it is. And they'll
Oh
just
my
start
God.
coming out of random shit like train cars, and you're like, where the fuck did you guys come from? Why were you sleeping there? Like, but
Well, they've updated it a lot apparently, and it has
yeah,
like a big cult following now.
yeah, for sure.
I never played it because I passed on it. I didn't buy it because everyone was just not that hot on it at the time.
Shitting on it, yeah.
But it was one of the free games on PS Plus this month. So
I would recommend playing it.
yeah, so
So I
I
know-
already have it redeemed. I'm gonna have to give it a go.
I know that zombie games aren't really too much your forte. I think like you're not a super
just-
duper fan, but like it's not like
it
you'd
just
be like,
is
yeah,
like-
zombie game. You're like,
It just has to. Dude, I don't even play The Last of Us. Like,
what?
which I know, no respect, no disrespect to The Last of Us. I know it's an amazing, fantastic game. I played the first one, but
You fucking
I mean, I'm just not that big into zombies unless it's like Left 4 Dead or Call of Duty Zombies, and that's like arcade fucking zombie killing
I mean,
and shit.
so I think
Or Dead Rising, because Dead Rising's hilarious.
yeah, Dead Rising's fun up there. I was gonna say, don't you dare forget to mention Dead Rising.
Yeah,
I feel like you'd like State of Decay. Have you played that?
I've played it. I think I played like a demo of it. I've always wanted to get into it. It looks like totally my thing. Like it looks awesome.
It's an RPG
Yeah.
zombie thing where like you have survivors, but it's also got permadeath. So like you get your group, and like you're like, I'm gonna be fucking I don't know, Eli or whatever the fuck the dude's name is. I'm gonna go on a supply run, and then zombies get you. Like you're like, well, fucking Eli's dead. Like that's it. Switch.
They
to the camp and go from
made
there.
a second one, right?
They did, and it's so much better. I think it's actually on Game Pass because it's a Microsoft title, but it also might. I mean, I don't know if it's on PlayStation. I think
No,
it's
it is. I think it is on. Is it? Oh shit! It might be.
It
I
might
don't
be
know.
because it's a Microsoft exclusive. Like Microsoft Studios published it.
Oh, okay. Yes, then it is.
But well, the only reason because I mean I'm on Windows, so it didn't really bother me. I was like, oh,
You
cool,
remember
zombie game,
that-
sweet.
You remember that game that you bought called How to Survive on your
I actually saw that.
360?
Yes, I saw that in my Steam. Like suggested, it was like you should try this, and I was like, what the fuck?
Dude, we played it for like a night.
I know we
Right?
played the fuck out of it. We did. It was actually really fun because it was isometric, like top down.
Yeah.
It was like Diablo, and I actually really enjoyed it. But
Me too. No, that was a super fun game.
But when Steam was like, "Hey man, you should buy this," I was like, "Don't make me buy it again! How dare you!" I have that upstairs on a fucking 30 gig hard drive on a 360. Don't you fucking?
Yeah, I forgot about that. That was a fun zombie game. That was zombies, right?
Yeah, it was like a World War Z zombie game where like they were like crazy fast zombies.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
anyway,
Well,
yeah, no, I will definitely play Days Gone, and since you have it redeemed, you should fucking totally do it too, because
all right.
you own it now, technically.
I'll start installing it and I'll start playing it then.
I would. It's pretty cool because it's open world, but the main aspect of it is like not to reveal super anything about the story, but you're a biker. Deacon is the name.
Yeah, I know that. I want to ride the bike.
Well, so like that's the whole thing is like the bike is like an extension of you. So like throughout the whole game, you're like upgrading the bike. So you're getting a bigger gas tank because that's one thing that comes into play is like gas. Like you'd be like, oh, I gotta do this mission, but like, oh, I'm not gonna get there. Fuck. So you have to stop in like a random abandoned town to siphon gas. And then if you make too much noise, zombies are like, what are you doing? You're like, oh fuck. Like so
I love that. That sounds so awesome.
It's super fun. Like it came into play so much to me where I would be like, hey, because you can tie shit to the back of your bike too. So I would go to a gas station, pump gas, tie it to the back of my bike, be like, I ain't running out of gas. Nope. I ain't running everywhere. I ain't walking.
Big brain.
100%.
Hell yeah. Well, we're going to play Days Gone then. Sounds like a plan.
I'll fucking do it.
Plan.
I mean,
My
it's
my
May,
voice cracked now too.
yeah, right. So May 18th, it's crazy because actually next month on the 16th, Resident Evil 8 comes out, and that's probably going
Oh,
to be what I'm focusing solely my attention on. But I do have a capture card. I got an Elgato sitting right next to me. I'm looking at it. I might boot up Days Gone on a stream sometime in the next 2 weeks because what else do I have to lose? I did start
dude, do it.
another thing I'll talk about later on stream recently, so that's going to be weird to juggle. But at the same time, I got nothing better to do. So,
Well, hell yeah.
I am an adult, right? I am older than you, but
Yes.
I need you, please, to explain to me what is NPD.
I don't know what it stands for. NPD is like it's. I don't know if it's the group that provides this information or if I don't know, dude. But every month people are like, "Oh, the gaming
I got it.
NPD is out
I got
for."
it.
Okay,
I got
yeah,
it.
you explain
National
then.
Purchase Diary.
Sure.
Yeah, that's what it is. So it's basically a log of purchases for that specific game.
Right.
Yeah.
So
That makes sense based on this list, but go ahead.
yeah, so that the MPD comes out every month for video games, and it gives you an in-depth look at how much shit has been purchased in the past month, and they'll even go like this compared to this time last year and this blah blah blah. It goes super detailed. I didn't do all that. I
Yeah,
just took the
you got a list here, which I mean, number 10. What the fuck?
yeah.
I'm looking at that.
So they did it for March. This literally dropped today, so that's cool.
Hot off the presses.
So the top 10 best-selling games of March are number one, of
According
course.
to the National Purchase Diary.
Yes. Surprising no one. Call of Duty, Black Ops, Cold War.
Yep, there's whoa, no, I didn't see that one.
2 is Monster Hunter Rise, which also is not a big surprise at all.
I did actually see that one coming.
Yes. Number 3 is Outriders.
Kind of saw that one coming. I figured people would wait on it because they were scared, but good for them.
No, people are in it. Yeah. Number 4 is Super Mario 3D World, which of course that's hanging in there. Yeah. Number 5, Miles Morales is also hanging in there, which is awesome.
Hanging out still, huh?
Yeah,
do you think that attributes to PS5 bundles popping up somehow throughout the internet? Sometimes people
100%.
Okay, because
I mean, you got to think with every PS5, you're getting a Miles Morales, of course. Like,
yeah, that's a day one title for the 5 launch. So,
like, if someone's going out, like, man, I can finally get this PS5. I finally got to order it online. Like,
it's
boom,
either
getting Miles Morales. Like
Miles Morales or Demon Souls is what I would say. Like, honestly, because PS5 has what, like 3 exclusives right now, like Demon Souls, Miles Morales, and then the
they got
Haptic Playground or whatever it's called. Like,
they got Bug Snacks.
Well, yeah, it's true. He's slapping.
One cool thing about Miles Morales, which I didn't even know this, is it's like completely shit on the first Spider-Man. I had no idea. So the first Spider-Man sold like 3.3 million.
Okay, you
Miles
mean
Morales is like Miles
wow.
Morales is like 4.6 or something like that. That's right now.
An entire million more copies, roughly. That's insane. It's like when Spider-Man 2018, I think, came out.
Yeah,
dude, I gobbled it. I was like, Spider-Man, like, you know, that's insane. That like,
yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, Miles Morales is, I think, my favorite. Not the game, but like in terms of like because I haven't really played it yet. There I am again.
It's
being
a
piece of shit.
crime. Fucking crime.
I know. I'm sorry. It's a war crime. But no, like Miles is actually one of my favorite iterations of Spider-Man.
He
Because-
is my favorite Spider-Man.
Yeah, like he's probably one of the best. I mean, don't get me wrong, you can't go wrong with a good old fashioned Petey Parkey, but like, I mean, Into the Spider-Verse is, and I will again die on this hill no matter how old I am. When I turn 45, I'll be like, Into the Spider-Verse is the best movie ever. Like that like Miles Morales is represented so well. And I hate that Sony owns Spider-Man because I want Marvel to do more stuff with them. And I'm so glad that they're done with their like little spat and they worked it out. But I'm actually kind of glad Sony does it because they explore more of the things that I don't think Marvel would really touch right now because of how Marvel has that like one track like studio mind where like we're doing this at the same time. Like Sony owning Spider-Man means that Sony only has to make Spider-Man movies, right?
Yeah.
Like it's not like Doctor Strange featuring Spider-Man, like. So that's not a surprise to me actually.
No, me neither. And I just think it's really cool that it's hung in there that long. Like, it's sold that much more than the first one, and it's still in the top 5 in March. This game came out in November.
It's
and it's literally like a fucking 15-hour max game. Like, it is not a long game.
It's so maybe that's part of the selling point is it's a short game that people just wanted to play. So
which I use as a selling point to you. It's a nice, quick, short and sweet, like beautifully done Spider-Man story.
Nothing with extracurricular activities to me is a short game. Valhalla is a short game if you play the story. Miles Morales is a short game if you play the story, but I can't do that, sir.
If you're
everything, like that's me, and I hate myself because of where my brain is at with that situation.
If you do just a story of Miles Morales, it's like 5 hours long, but if you do everything else, it's a little more time.
I mean, still, because you blast through Valhalla, it's what, fucking, I think 15 hours, maybe.
Really?
Max. I want to say,
dude, when I play Valhalla, I'm not even sure if I'm actually playing the story. I don't even really know what I'm doing.
I haven't actually finished it entirely, so that's
me neither.
I actually don't know where I'm at, so I can't give you a good gauge on time because I'd be like, yeah, I did that, but I don't know what it did, and that's not like their fault. It's like Ubisoft being like, "Oh, it's mysterious," you know. But
anyways, got off track. So that was number 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 6, Curveball, Mario Kart 8.
So
which is Jesus.
That's not well, okay, so nowadays I think it might be surprising. And it is, to me at least.
Yes, it is surprising.
So when quarantine started last year around this time, actually, believe it or not, that would not have been remotely surprising because everybody owned a Switch. Everybody was playing Mario Kart. Internet was a thing. It still is a thing, right? Everyone's just vibing. Now, it might not be so much of a surprise because now that quarantine's kind of like less restricted, people are getting vaccinated. Like people are actually practicing good social distancing, or they're staying within their their quarantine group or whatever. Like people they know have not been in contact. They're probably having these Mario Kart parties or these Smash Bros parties that we used to have back in the day when the world was not on fire. So maybe it's not so much surprising to me, I guess, but it's still weird when you think about when that came out.
Yeah, no, well, that's the thing. It came out on Wii U, dude.
Yeah,
and this thing's still selling like nothing. And I have down here fun facts. Mario Kart 8 is the best-selling racing genre video game in U.S. history.
It
So,
beat Midnight
congrats.
Club and it beat Gran Turismo, so suck it.
It actually
Mitsubishi.
beat itself. The Mario Kart Wii was in first place, and now Mario Kart 8 has beaten it.
Really? I figured Double Dash
Yes,
would have been in first place.
that's what I would think, because Double Dash slaps. But I mean, you got to think.
Woo! Double Dash slapped hard, my friend.
You got to think how many people had the Wii, and also the second best selling game ever.
Mhm.
I think it's the second best selling game ever is Wii Sports.
That's not a
Ever.
surprise. Well, that was also at the time of like when I don't want to say haptic. I forget what not haptic. Motion controls were like at a
Yeah,
high
yeah.
luxury. So like everybody had a Wii, like you said. So then obviously the first thing that came with the Wii was let's play bowling, like was Wii Sports. So like of course that shit sold like fucking hotcakes, dude. Like
Yeah. Well, it just like goes to show how many people had the Wii, so of
yeah.
course people are gonna buy that
I
Mario Kart too.
I remember my first experience with a Wii actually was fucking believe it or not. Uh I went to Tony's house when we were younger just to go like hang out with him, like, oh, whatever, talk to him, whatever, bullshit, and talk to his dad. And he was like, yo, we got a Wii. I was like, oh, that's cool as shit. So I beat the shit out of him and his sister in tennis, and I was like, that's enough Wii for me, I think.
Hell yeah, Wii Sports, Wii Tennis was super fun.
So I
Loved it.
actually, yeah, Wii tennis was where it was at, or boxing. I got my shit pushed in by those fucking computers in boxing.
Dude, boxing hurt your arms though.
Honestly, dude, it was an actual workout.
Next, 7 is Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
That's
Um,
fair, I want to say.
it's cool. Not much to say about it. 8, Animal Crossing New Horizons.
People are still getting on the train.
Yeah, I mean, of course, not much to say there either. Of course, people are still buying that. Number 9, Super Mario 3D All Stars, because
I think is actually off the market now. I want to.
yes, March 31st was the day Mario died.
That's I didn't.
They murdered him in cold blood.
I'm very upset that I did not pick up All Stars because fucking Mario Sunshine was my favorite fucking Mario game ever.
I didn't pick it up either, and the reason I didn't pick it up is because Mario 64 doesn't fit the full screen, and I just hate that.
It's 4:3. Yeah, it's not 16. Yeah.
That immediately turned me off from the whole thing.
It's that's Nintendo though. Like when they come to ports of old games, they're lazy ports. Where it's like, this is the game. It runs on the fucking Wii. It runs on this, but we're not going to make it so that it's a remaster of the game. It's just the game. So
they're just like, oh, here you go.
Well, it's the same shit they do with their fucking Nintendo Online subscription that you get to play all the NES games. Like, you're not getting a 16:9 wide version of fucking Donkey Kong Country. You know,
those are fine. I mean, they bring so many of those over. But if you're gonna charge $60 for this,
no, I'm not gonna.
New
I agree with you.
Collection, a
remastered collection. Why not remaster the resolution and the graphics? Like,
exactly.
And even then, it was on GameCube, so it wasn't like it was hurting anybody. I still to this day am okay with GameCube graphics because I think the GameCube was way ahead of its time.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So, but let's talk about number 10 because that's easy, but not.
Yeah, number 10, Minecraft. Goddamn.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean,
so I think the attributing factor to that is a lot of cyber schools, as weird as it sounds, have actually taken up and purchased Minecraft for like open-ended what are they called, periods, I think is what schools have. I've been out of school for a long time. Open periods, kids can actually just play Minecraft on their school laptops. Yeah, they use it as like I forget what they said, but like to dumb it down, it was like a release, a creative release. Like they'd be like, give them an hour and be like, hey man, build whatever you want to build, because everybody knows what Minecraft is. Like at this age, if you're young. So like they're using it as an education tool, which I think is fucking phenomenal. Like
Yeah, that's fucking awesome. I
teach
didn't
these
even know
kids
about
to
that.
build. Teach these kids to build with square. Teach these kids to build with squares. Cubes, more like. But then even there's applicability with that across the board in terms of like STEM, like science, like the STEM portion of school,
Hmm.
because of Redstone. Like I to this day, I'm a 30-year-old man almost, and I don't understand how Redstone works. Like the fact these people have
Bro,
like these people have made like fully functioning like 28 meg RAM computers in a Minecraft server, and I'm like,
yeah.
how'd you figure out how to do that? And I'm sure if I sat down, I could maybe, and that's like a slight like 10% maybe, make it work. But because I know how a computer works, but I don't know. Like that's big league shit, and I think that's really what we need, honestly, in our school
Dude,
system is like
no,
teach these kids
yeah.
an applicable skill
Yeah, that's awesome.
in
I,
in an entertaining way too. Like
you think that would bump that up all the way to 10 though? I mean, I guess it was a shit ton of. I mean, people are still
yeah,
buying it in their personal time too at the same time.
like
So
yeah. I think that like the schools make a big chunk of that, but then obviously people are just buying it because either they've had a pirated copy since 2003, or they're buying it because it updated
2003.
and whatever the fuck, I don't know, was it 2007? I want to say.
No, Minecraft was like 2000, like 9.
9, 8. Anyway, they've either been holding on to it on 360 because I know I bought Minecraft 3 times, 360, PS4, nope, 4 times, 360, PS4, Switch, and PC, just to have it accessible to me. But I think the schools definitely make up a big chunk of that in recent years. And then, I mean, how many people in the world are there? 4 billion. How many people have access to the internet? Maybe 80% of that. How many people know what Minecraft is? 100% of that 80%. So,
Yeah.
like, because it takes what? Absolutely. You can run Minecraft on a fucking potato. You can run Minecraft on a Samsung fridge, I think, if you do your best to make it work,
Someone's probably already done it.
Yeah, like I know you can run a Minecraft server from a Raspberry Pi control board, which is nothing.
Yeah.
So that's not actually super surprising to me that that's on the list nowadays, at least. So
Well,
what? It came out in 2008. We'll go 9.
it was like in alpha 8, 9,
Yeah. So
and then like
1.0
10 it came to
will go
360 and everything.
10. Yeah. 1.0 will go 2010. So it's been out for 11 years. Everyone knows what Minecraft is. I don't think it's ever going to go away.
No, it's never gonna go away. And I don't know. Hopefully one day it
We should get back in.
can. I can always get back into it. But hopefully one day it'll take the crown from Tetris and be the best-selling game ever.
I don't think
But
anyone will ever do that.
no, it's like 400 million copies sold or something ridiculous.
I used to play Tetris in college. Like, no, we used to have like Tetris competitions in college to see how many Tetrises you could get. Like, I don't. No one's ever played Tetris, dude.
No. Special nod though to the number 20
dare.
on the list. Your favorite, FIFA 21.
God damn Russian.
The story continues. Any updates at all?
Yeah, so I bitched about it on Twitter, which, as adults do. And I was like, EA, you're a bunch of fucking cowards. Like, put your fucking contact number on your website. I literally just want to call and talk about my account. And so somebody from EA support actually hit me up. And they're like, hey, Donovan. Yeah, they were like, I'm so sorry for your frustration. Please private message me what region you're in and a good time to contact you, and we can call you. I sent this EA help account. It was verified, by the way. So it was an actual EA account, right? Like it was, I sent them 12 private messages. North America evening. Or actually, it was North America anytime. I sent that 12 times. I got nothing back. So I am probably going to just make a new EA account, which really fucking just like kills me to my core. But I'm so done with dealing with these motherfuckers. Like,
Okay, I have one recommendation.
yes,
So,
right, my congressman. I got you. Okay.
so on my Android phone, when I open Google Chrome, right,
Mhm.
it gives me like news tiles or like
Yeah.
related news happening, like related to my interests. And one of them was actually a Reddit post, and it was like, it was on the Apex Legends
Mm.
Reddit, and it was like, an Apex Legends gamer dad needs help, blah blah blah. I was like, what the fuck is this, Donovan? He was like, my EA
Yeah,
account.
honestly.
He was like, my EA account has been hacked, and I can't get back into it. Can anyone help me get back into my account? Like, get in contact with EA, blah blah blah. Eventually he did, and he got it fixed. So I don't know. Maybe take it to Reddit.
Just link me that, send me that in a private message, the whole fucking Reddit thread, and I'm sure he put the number, and I'll call them like a fucking Karen. I swear to God.
I'll try to
I'm so
find it.
done.
I'm sure you can find it on the Apex Legends subreddit though.
Yeah, I bet I could just search in the subreddit Apex Legends. They'd
Yeah.
be like, "Help! I'm dead." What
Help,
the fuck
I'm
is this,
dead.
Donovan?
But yeah, before you make a new account, I mean,
Yeah,
maybe
I
try
mean,
that.
I'm gonna exhaust obviously every option, but like, I got friends from before because I'm still in that Squadrons Discord for like tournaments, and they're like, "Hey man, we gonna play in this tournament on like April 30th?" I'm like, "No, I fucking can't." Like, it's pissed me off because I haven't played Squadrons in like 3 months because of this bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, so I have no idea how to fly fucking plane anymore. Like,
um. Well, anyways, that's it on MPD.
yeah, absolutely.
Uh, this last
In
story,
fact,
man, I just been reaching, honestly.
that's no that we need to salute this one because I just read the most notable title, and that makes me so sad because I had so much
Yeah,
fun on the online servers for that.
it's a bummer, man. Ubisoft is shutting down online servers for multiple old titles, and
Uh,
most notably, in mine
Rain,
and your opinion, I'm sure, is
Rainbow
Rain.
Six, Vegas
Yes,
1 and 2, namely Vegas 2. God damn it!
especially two.
I bought that on Steam just to play it online so I could play Protective VIP on Villa.
You know, it's funny because I bought it on Steam as well. When I had my PC, I bought it to play it online as well because I was like, "Oh my
It's
god,
so
I
sad.
miss this game."
That's the end of an era, dude. Like
So many.
that's
I can hear the like menu music and everything right now. Like,
na-na-na, ba-ba-na-na.
dude, man, so many good memories playing that game. What a fantastic game.
I need a fucking sit rep. Like, oh my god. I'm gonna fucking
Ugh,
when we get off, I'm gonna cry myself to sleep to like a YouTube video of like 10 hours of all the voice lines from Vegas 2.
I know. It's genuinely like makes me kind
It,
of sad, but like
yeah, it's
it
like
makes sense, of course.
have
But
you seen that meme of the dude, like the Russian dude who's like crying and saluting at the same time? Like that's where I'm at.
right.
Like, that's sad.
Uh, they're also shutting down Assassin's Creed 2, Ghost Recon Future Soldier, which was
What?
slept on, and Splinter Cell Conviction.
What? Conviction had such good multiplayer.
I never played Conviction.
It was the fucking spies and fucking merc shit again from Chaos Theory. They brought it back and it was really
Ooh,
good.
that was from Double Agent.
Yeah.
That shit
Double Agent.
slapped.
Yeah, it was fucking really good. Where like you were first person as a merc or you were a spy. Dude, it was
Hmm.
so good. Oh my god, I got fucking that was my first experience in Xbox Live at your house actually before I got Xbox Live. Raymond and I were playing fucking Spies and Mercs. And I was
That
like,
was
"Yo,
so
this is
fun.
insane."
Yeah. Ghost Recon Future Soldier though, that's crazy. That game was good. I
The
feel like
fact
not
that
enough
that's
people played
still
that.
live, what do you mean? That came out in like 2008. Like that's
No, that
insane.
one wasn't that. That one's not that
Future
old.
Soldier?
You're
Oh,
thinking of
I'm
Advanced
thinking of,
Warfighter.
yeah, I am thinking of Advanced Warfighter.
Yeah. This
Fuck,
came after GRA 1
yeah,
and 2.
it's Gra was where it was at, actually.
Oh yeah, Graw was
Gra was
amazing.
so good. They used the fucking in the helicopter. Like, oh god.
Yeah, dude. Man, Grawl is sick. But Future
I'm-
Soldier was cool too. Like the gun
Yeah.
customization in that game
Yeah.
was so cool.
I played Future Soldier for I think all of like a month and a half or whatever. Like, and not even like back then. Like I was like recently, like 3 years ago. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna play Gra or Future Soldier because I want to. I never played it as a kid, and I was like, yo, this is so good. Why did they like sleep on this?
Yeah, a lot of people slept on it.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, but rest in peace to those games.
Gotta fucking pour one out, man.
Dude, go play Vegas 2 while you can.
Might do it after the podcast.
Well, most of these are shutting down. There's a longer list, but I just picked the most.
These are the ones that mean something to
Yeah,
us.
yeah. But like Assassin's Creed 2 and actually, yeah, only Assassin's Creed 2 out of these is shutting down, I think, in July. All the Tom Clancy games are shutting down, I think, are shutting down next year. So there's still time to play them, but they are going to be gone soon. So
That's still insane.
yeah,
Time to go make a new Vegas 2 account and just fuck some kids up with a spaz.
dude, do it. Get that FAMAS going. Whew.
Yeah. Brah, brah.
With the fucking ACOG scope. Oh my
Dude,
god.
I spaz with an ACOG. So like that was actually one of the best gameplay functions, I think, in Vegas that honestly Rainbow Six should go back to is first person with cover system. Because
Yes, dude.
the
It
cover
was
system
so
was so
fantastic.
good. It was so good. Being able to be like, oh fuck, and like hide behind a wall was the best thing ever. It sucked ass if you were coming in on an attacker because you could just like rappel in, a fast rope through a window and just get fucking blasted like I used to do in the living room when dudes would fast rope through the skylight and villa and be like, hey, what's up, man? Like, but
And the levels, dude, the levels were so good, like fighting through a casino and stuff. Like it was so
Casino
cool.
was
Like
good, Villa was good, University
Villa
was
is the
good.
goat. Like
Actually, it's funny. They actually brought University into Siege. I was going to talk about that.
really,
Yeah, they revamped it and made it like a full map because of like the fact that people are like, bring that shit back. So
that's awesome.
yeah, it like I didn't realize that we were playing a private match. We had like 8 people, so we were playing like 4-on-4, like hostage or whatever in a private match in Siege. And the host was like, pick a number between 1 and 12. I was like, okay, 12. And he was like, all right, we're going to map number 12. And it was the University. I was like, yo, when the fuck did this come out? And they were like, oh, like 2 months ago. I was like, boy, what the fuck? You have
That's
no
awesome.
idea, bro. Yeah,
Man,
it's good.
I remember when they were first like starting to come out with Siege, like starting to talk about Siege, and
I thought it was going to be Vegas 3. And I was so
yes, I
excited.
was like Vegas 3, like it's time, Vegas 3, baby, let's go. I mean, I'm grateful for Siege because the game's fantastic as well, but it's not set in Vegas. That's the problem, and
Dude,
there's no
Vegas,
cover system. Well, there is, but you know
I mean,
what I mean.
they got a lean system, which I guess is kind of a
Yeah,
cover
yeah, yeah.
system, but dude, if you gave me Siege, but if we were playing multiplayer or whatever, and you gave me the option because Siege has like the recruit option, like if you gave me
Mhm.
the ability to make my own recruit, that would be all I would need. Is just give me the ability to. I mean, you kind of do, but like give me the ability to customize myself. Make fucking stupid, fucked up, dumb camo that people used to make in Xbox Live,
Yes.
upload that shit, be like a pink and white Splinter Cell fucking, like, I don't care. That's all I need is the ability to just change my clothes, be like, you know what? I want to wear this dumb button-up shirt, or I want to wear a wife beater with a bulletproof vest. Like, that's all I need. And then have a story with it where like your dumbass fucking recruit that you made was actually a Rainbow Six operator and you were in charge of fucking Pink Dragon Squadron, whatever the fuck it was, and all your
I love
assholes that you were commanding were wearing the same stupid shit you were. Like, that's all I need.
You heard him. You heard him, Ubisoft.
Seriously, like, that's I'm gonna go play fucking Vegas. I think tomorrow I'm gonna stop Kingdom Hearts and I'm gonna play Vegas tomorrow on stream just because
Stream in Vegas. It just came out.
people are gonna be like, "What?" It's gonna be like
Right.
zero viewers. Like, but
Oh man,
fuck.
that's it for news though. That's
Yeah.
really all that happened this week.
Not a lot happened this week. That's not a surprise, but it never tastes good when it doesn't.
I'm waiting on E3. E3 is gonna be crazy. We haven't
Have a good.
we didn't have this podcast for E3, so it's gonna be insane.
Yeah, we are gonna be. I mean, we had it for the Game Awards, which is kind of cool, but
Yeah.
being on E3 and just like having a full blown like prediction panel almost, that should probably be a week that I think you and I should maybe bring on multiple guests to have like a panel of sorts, like discussing things, you know.
That'd be sick. I think we should the day like after, well, not the day, but after everything is announced at E3, just dedicate an entire episode to that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you want to roll into this quiz? Because I think that it's going to be fun. Or
All right, let's do it.
we'll do that. So I went about my way and I blasted through this quiz. I didn't actually answer anything and look at the answers, but I clicked through it to make sure that it was one of those things that was multiple choice and gave you the answer.
And not 40 questions.
Yeah, not 40. So it's actually I don't know how many questions it is. I think it's 15.
Okay.
So it's fine. Let me count real quick.
So we're working together on this.
Yes. So actually, this is a new quiz time that we're doing. It's kind of weird, but I like it. So it's kind of like Super Pixels Weekly Jeopardy, where you and I are gonna. I don't have the answer. I just have a quiz that gives me the ability to pick the answer, and then you and I are going to discuss the answers, and then pick it, and then at the end of the quiz, it'll give you the answer. Now, some things I know we're gonna know for sure, but through it, like I said, I clicked through it to make sure it wasn't bullshit. And all it does is just tell me like, nope, that was wrong, or yep, that was right. But I didn't actually retain any info, right? So it's not like I'm going into this, like we're not cheating, you know. Not that it really matters to anybody listening. So, but this is rough because this is kind of like, I think, a game series that we, you know, bonded over when we were kids.
Of course.
So in the first ever instance of Super Pixels Weekly Jeopardy, William and Donavin. I speak for myself as Donavin, but William and Donavin, how well do you know the Halo series?
Oh, cue that guitar from Halo. Yeah.
So this is Halo trivia for the Halo series. It's not just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like Reach, ODST, and it's also even stuff that, according to the description, is outside sources, like regarding Halo, like hype, like stuff where it was like, hey, when the first Halo game was released, who actually released it? You know, like stuff like that. So
I can answer questions about like guns and maps and stuff.
Yeah. So maps, I know. I think when I clicked through, I saw the keyword map like 3 times. So you're going to be our lifeline. But are you ready to rock?
Yeah, let's do it.
The game. So it's from Games Radar. So it's not like it's like one of those fucking backdoor websites.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, it's pretty good, pretty solid source.
Not quiztime.net/org.
Yeah, fucking _ this is actually a virus.com.
Pay $5 to answer.
Yeah. So question number 1. Who originally announced the first Halo game?
I mean, that's kind of vague. Microsoft?
Yeah,
like, what do you mean?
Well, so it's a person. So the answers are, it's multiple choice throughout it too. The answers are A, Bonnie Ross, B, Bill Gates, C, Steve Jobs.
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates?
Yes.
You think? Okay.
It's gotta be. I don't know.
I'm down with that. I mean, I'm down with that. I mean, Bill Gates was...
No, because I've watched... Look, this is my reasoning. I've watched the unveiling of the original Xbox at E3 when they did that, and I'm pretty sure he was like, and it's shipping with a game called Halo or some shit like that.
So I know what you're talking
Think.
about, and that's so. The crazy thing about that video is Bill Gates and Steve Jobs were on stage for that. So that's
What? Why
fucked
was
up
Steve Jobs there?
because Steve Jobs was the son of a bitch and had a hand in everything. I know
Was
because
a
he was
son of a
there in his
bitch.
dumbass. He was there in his dumbass glasses and his stupid black turtleneck.
I
But
don't remember that, but
I feel like Bill Gates makes the most amount of sense.
it
Right.
has to. I don't
All right.
know. The first name has to be significant to Halo for some reason. I don't know who it is. I'm sorry.
I have no idea who Bonnie Ross is either, but I mean,
Someone probably important to Bungie or
or it
something.
was a fucking red herring, and they're like, yeah, we just put two names together. So
Let's see.
Bill Gates. All right, we'll go with Bill Gates.
Okay, cool.
It was get the fuck out of here.
Who was it?
It was fucking Steve Jobs.
It was Steve Jobs. Why?
According to Games Radar, it was Steve Jobs. I think it was the same video. They were going back and forth, like they were talking about it, the new Xbox console. Which again, why would Steve Jobs? What? Fuck you, Quiz.
What? Dude, that's stupid.
Yeah, that's dumb. All right. Okay. So, which of the two Covenant weapons in Halo Combat Evolved was Master Chief unable to use? A, the Needler and the Plasma Pistol? B, the Carbine and the Needler? Or C, Energy Sword and the Fuel Rod Cannon? I
Is it?
feel like it's got to be C. Because it was Combat Evolved. It was the first Halo. I don't think you could use the Energy Sword in the first Halo. I think because that was the whole point of it, like it being a scary thing. You're like, oh fuck, that man's got a sword. Like, I think I'm not entirely positive, but I feel like I kind of remember being able to use a pistol, like the plasma pistol and the needler. So the carbine being a pickup thing kind of makes sense. Kind of makes sense to me.
Oh, dude, I dropped out.
I know. I'll edit it out. I was trying to
Okay,
like keep talking to make Craig like
I got
forget
you.
it.
I got you.
So, did you hear the question?
Yeah, you said yes. So you said C?
So yeah, so I'm thinking because it was Halo Combat Evolved, so it was Halo 1, and I know that you couldn't ever get an energy sword in 1.
I'm
And
gonna.
I don't remember picking up a fuel rod cannon. I think that was a Halo 2 thing because the fuel rod cannons were carried by the fucking what do they call the brutes or whatever they were, or the hunters, I think.
Yeah.
Fat boys. So like yeah.
No, I
I
think
feel
you're
like
right.
all right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with
We'll
that.
go C. All right. It was C, baby.
Hey.
0 for 1 or 1 for 2. Okay. So that's a weird question. Which Halo game of all time has the lowest Metacritic score? Meaning
Ooh.
which one, yeah, which one did the critics think was the worst Halo game in this list? A, Halo 2. 3,
Definitely not.
ODST. C, 5 Guardians. That's rough.
I'm thinking it really could be ODST.
I feel like it is ODST. Like I loved ODST, but I want to say that
I feel like they're trying to
people
throw us
didn't.
off with 5.
Yeah, I think that people didn't like 3 when it came out or ODST when it came out. Even though I know it's a great game, but I think critics actually liked 5, but they were also being like, "It's great because we're being paid to say this."
Well, that's the thing. They were kind of like people were kind of high on it for
Yeah.
some reason. Not the campaign as much, but the multiplayer was very good.
Well, I think
I'm gonna say
like
ODST, I guess.
I'm with you. I think it was ODST. I love ODST, but I want to say that ODST got shit on.
Fuck
Oh
it.
boy, it was ODST.
Hey.
Look at that. 2 for 3. What is the name of the Halo 2 multiplayer map? Here you go. Which reappeared in Halo 3 as Last Resort.
Am I not allowed to
Ascension.
look up pictures?
You are allowed to. A. Ascension. B. Midship. C. Zanzibar. So I
It's
feel like it's
Zanzibar.
Zanzibar. Yeah, it's
It
gotta be
is.
Zanzibar.
I remember it's Zanzibar.
Yes, it is. Boom.
Zanzibar was that fucking map. I
Was-
love that map.
That was the one with the red hills, right? Like the little gate.
Zanzibar,
thing? Yeah.
it's the one with the big wheel in the middle.
Yeah.
Like the big. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. That's all
And
you
then
have
the
to say.
beach.
Yeah. Zanzibar was where that. All right. What is the name of the first ever Halo novel? Oh fuck.
Oh God.
Halo Until Dawn, Halo First Strike, Halo Fall of Reach. I feel like
First Strike.
First Strike. I feel
It
like
can't,
it's Fall of Reach
oh,
because
you think
Reach was
so?
like a well, Reach was a prequel, right, to the Halo series because of the Spartans.
Yeah, but you think they would start on that? You think they would think that far ahead? I don't know.
Well, so I mean, yeah, maybe because of the fact that like people people knew Halo lore when they were writing the like extended universe shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel like I feel like it depends on when they started writing Halo books. I feel like that would
yeah,
depend
I
on
don't know
what I
when any of
say.
these came up or
I
any.
have no idea if you want to say Reach, if you feel confident in it, that's fine. I'm not sure.
I fucking. I think we should go for it.
All right, let's see.
All right, let's see. Boy, I am right.
You were right.
Yeah, there's a description too. It's like
Dang.
Halo Reach was set. So Fall of Reach came out first, but it was actually used to help produce Halo Reach because it set the precedent. So that's cool.
That's true. I knew the book came out before Reach, but
Yeah, so
I don't know.
they used the book to actually help make the game. That's pretty cool.
I just because I'm a fan of Star Wars, so I just think people don't think about shit
Oh no,
like.
that's yeah. The Star Wars extended universe is disgusting. All right. What is the name of the multiplayer badge or accolade you collect for killing an enemy while they're charging you with an energy sword? A. Mightier than the sword. B. Stopping power. C. Bull rush. Definitely
Bull
bull
Rush
rush. Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Stopping power almost had me in the first half. Not gonna lie, but that's the shotgun spree. I think it is.
See, that's what I'm saying. If you give me something multiplayer, I think I got it.
That's all. Yeah, that's where we're at. All right. What's next? What is Master Chief's name? John 115, John 117, John 118.
117, boy.
117, yeah. All right, next. Get the fuck out of here. Which of the following was not an early code name for the original development of Halo? A. Monkey Nuts. B.
Oh
Blam.
man,
C. Ringworld.
was not.
Yeah, it was not.
Oh, I think Ringworld was one of them.
I was going to say Ringworld
Literally,
seems too obvious, but at the same time,
I don't know. I literally listened to like a 2 hour long podcast from one of the original creators of Halo, and like he literally talked about this. I just don't remember.
what do you think it'd be something far out? Do you think Ringworld might be it? Like they would think that that's too close to be. They're like, oh, you know what? No, we can't do that because people will get, like
I
I
feel
don't
like
know.
that's ringing a bell for some reason, and I
In the podcast, he was like, Ringworld was not something we were saying, but
I feel like, but like, what was it? Monkey nuts?
Monkey Nuts and Blam with an exclamation point. I feel like Monkey Nuts, like,
But I'm like,
but
why would they put that in there? You know, like
like why? Do you want it?
it's a trick.
It's got to be a trick. It's got to be a trick answer. I feel like it's Ringworld because that's just like obvious.
Do Ringworld, okay? Do Ringworld.
Oh shit! It was Ringworld.
Oh fuck!
They didn't call it
I
that.
guess I was wrong. That was a great podcast, by the way. If anyone wants to listen to that, it's an IGN podcast. Don't know what it's called, but look for it.
Just Google IGN podcast Halo.
Halo creator. Very
And
good.
narrow that down because I'm sure there's a couple Halo podcasts from IGN.
Yeah.
What is the last thing that Master Chief says to Cortana before going into cryosleep at the end of Halo 3? A. When you need me, wake me up. B. Wake me when you need me. C. It's finished. That's
I was
rough.
gonna say A, and then you said B, and I'm like, I don't know.
I feel like
It's A or B, I swear.
so when you need me, wake me. I feel like it'd be B, like wake me up when you need me makes more sense. Yeah, I feel like that makes more sense in that tone of voice. Like wake me when you need me. Like
Listening to Master Chief say that, yeah. I'll go with that.
B. All right, I'm fine with B.
Watch it, BC.
No, it's finished. No, it's B. All right, cool.
Sweet.
Wow. Who is the only main character to appear and have a speaking role in Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3, ODST, and Halo Reach? A. Cortana. B. Sergeant Johnson. C. Guilty Spark.
What is the last one?
Guilty Spark, the robot, the little ball.
Oh.
343
Well,
Guilty Spark.
probably
Cortana's not in Reach.
Cortana's not in ODST, right?
I don't think so. No, why would she be?
Exactly.
So Johnson.
Sergeant Johnson, why would he
Yeah.
be in it either?
But I mean, he might not be Sergeant Johnson, but he'd be like, let's go, Marines. Like, all right, boys, I'll see you on the outside. I don't know. Like,
I don't know. I'm gonna say C, I guess, if you want to.
the robot? Why would the
I
robot?
don't know, dude. I'm not even sure what robot you're talking about.
No, so in Halo 1, when you go to the flood level, and he's like, hello, I am 343
the
Guilty
one
Spark.
that's
Yeah,
floating.
the floating robot. Yeah. He wouldn't have any reason to be an ODST. And Cortana
Would he
wouldn't have
not?
any reason to be an ODST because ODST was straight up just like, you're a soldier defending Earth.
Why would Sergeant Johnson be an ODST?
I mean, he's the only thing that really makes sense when it comes to like
I
just being
guess.
there, and then he'd be like, "I'm gonna take the fight to the aliens," like, because like why would? Because Chief's not in ODST until the end, I don't think, right? Like the end, like you get like the cameo. He's like, "Oh shit, that's a Spartan." I want to say
we can go B then.
that. You think so?
I have no idea. I don't know, dude.
Oh, because I know that Chief's
It's not Cortana.
Yeah, like Chief's not in ODST, so Cortana would not be in ODST. And then the robot you don't meet until Halo 1 when you're on Halo talking about a flood, like Guilty Spark. So like I feel like Johnson makes the most amount of sense.
All right, let's see.
Fuck it.
Is he like Captain Price? Captain Price is in every Call of Duty.
Yeah, right. It is in fact Sergeant Johnson. Look at that.
Wow, I did not know he was in that game.
I didn't know it either. I was just going off of fucking Nolan North has appeared in how many Halo games? A0, 2, or B2, C4.
I don't even know. I didn't even know he was possibly in any of them.
He's Guilty Spark, I think.
Is he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Well, I might be thinking of Destiny, where he's the fucking robot. But
no, he's the ghost.
The ghost, yeah. I don't know. I mean,
dude, I have no idea. I hold no.
But okay, so it's Nolan North though. So like, I feel like it would be as many as possible because that's just Nolan North.
I mean, yeah,
you know, like
Nolan North is in everything. But
well, I don't know, what do you think? 2? Is that safe, or like, so we just give fucking chips in all out 4? Or like,
fucking do 4. I don't know who he is. Watch him be the arbiter or something.
Oh fuck! It was 4.
Really?
I don't know what the fuck he. All right, cool.
I wonder who he voices in it.
I'm gonna IMDb that later. The fuck. Who is the final character to die in Halo Reach? A 5, B 6, C, 7. I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
5, 6, or 7. That's yeah. Just pick one. Fuck.
What are you thinking?
6 is the middle, but in most multiple choice questions, C is always the answer.
There you go.
Fuck it. We'll go C. Oh, it was 6. No. We picked 7. It was 6. I don't know. I don't remember the name of the code names of the Spartans from fucking
No, I
Reach
literally
2
don't
so
remember
long
at all.
ago. I mean, I own the
Yeah.
Master Chief Collection. I should probably play it sometime. All right, who wrote the script
wish I owned
for
it.
who wrote the script for the never made big screen Halo movie? How the fuck am I supposed to? A.
Wait, I think I know this.
Peter Jackson. B. Alex Garland. D. Or C. Eric Nyland.
Oh God. I think it's A.
Peter Jackson. It
I
feels like
think.
that makes sense. I feel like I remember that being a thing, where like they were like Peter Jackson's directing it.
I don't know
But-
if that's a thing, but I feel like that name is making the most sense to me.
Yeah, I'm with you.
See?
It was B. Alex Garland.
Oof.
I don't know who that is.
I'm an
So
idiot,
bad.
I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. What is the Latin name for the flood? What? What?
What?
A. Inferi redividus. B. Mortuos deimbulato. C. Corpora reincarnated. I don't speak Latin.
Dude, I have no idea.
A, B, or C, buddy. I don't know. I'm thinking A because it's the first one. Fuck it. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, whatever your guess is.
Like, Inferi, I don't. Fuck it. I feel like Mortuus, like B, makes sense because like I know like Morti is like death in Latin, but like I don't care. Fuck it. A. Fuck it. Holy fuck! It was A. What the fuck?
Really?
Inferi redivivius. Oh, I guess that would mean like
Wow.
that. So redivivius would mean in Latin like revive. So that makes sense. Fucking
I had no idea.
Sick guess, bro. Pfft. I didn't play Halo 5, so this is your thing. What
Oh
is
Lord.
what is the meditative state that the Forerunners enter into when using a cryptum in Halo 5? A.
Wait, say it again?
So what is the
Sorry.
meditative state that the Forerunners enter into when using a cryptum in Halo 5? A. Zankara with an X. B. Zankara with a Z. Or C. Karhana. I don't.
Oh my God.
You just fucking swing for the fences, buddy.
I'm gonna say B, I think. I don't know.
Fucking that
I
sounds
didn't finish the game because I thought it was so shit.
That sounds like Halo. It was A. Zankara with an X.
Of
That
course
makes
it was.
sense. Yeah, fuck. All right. What was the working title name for the canceled Halo MMO project? A. Titan Project. B. Overwatch. No, okay. C. Chronicles. I don't know.
I don't know either. I have no idea.
I feel like Chronicles makes the most sense because it would be like an MMO, like Final Fantasy 14.
If that's what you want to go with,
But
then I trust you.
I mean, I know it's not Overwatch. There's no way they would have been able to legally do that. So it's either A.
No, it's definitely not that.
Yeah, it's either A or C. But Titan Project sounds something because like who made Titanfall? Microsoft, right?
That is it's Respawn.
Respawn. So yeah, never mind. Because like, what if they're like producing it and they changed it from
It
Halo
was
mode
Xbox
to-
exclusive.
Well, yeah.
The first one.
What do you want? A or C? What do you think?
Which one? Titan. I don't know.
Yeah, fuck it, Titan.
Watch it be Overwatch.
Oh fuck! It was Project Titan. Wow. All right.
Oh,
Look at
nice.
us. Halo has not appeared in. not is all capitals. Halo as a construct, like the rings,
Mhm.
has not appeared in which one of these games? A, Dead or Alive 4. B,
What?
Guitar Hero. C, Shovel Knight. So I know that Halo's in Guitar Hero because you can play the Halo theme in Guitar Hero.
Mhm.
Does that mean that so Dead or Alive's a fighting game, which would make
Chief.
sense? Yeah, like it would make sense they would either have like the music or like a creatable character bullshit, like dumb unlockable thing. And
Yeah,
I
but
didn't play all the way through Shovel Knight, but I don't think that Halo's ever referenced in Shovel Knight at all. Like
I've never played Shovel Knight, so if that's what you think,
it's an 8-bit
I'm not
thing.
really sure.
I don't.
I
It
couldn't
seems.
see him being in Dead or Alive either, but
I mean,
I
we
don't know.
know it's not Guitar Hero because I know you can play that Halo thing from Guitar Hero 3.
Yeah.
So Dead or Alive makes sense though because it would have been like you would have been able to like either play as Chief. I didn't play Dead or Alive 4, or they would have had like a special map. I feel because Dead or
Yeah.
Alive 4, I think, was an Xbox exclusive. I want to say I don't know for sure, but I know Shovel Knight. Like, why would they have reference to Halo unless it was like an Easter egg, you know? But a fighting game seems like it would be more inclined to include Halo just as a joke, more
Yeah.
than like you know what I'm saying? Like,
Then do a Shovel Knight. Let's
fuck it,
see.
bro, fuck it. Holy fuck, it was Shovel. Huh.
Dude, we're
So
getting lucky.
yeah, honestly, I want to Google where the fuck Master Chief was in Dead or Alive 4 now. At this point. All right, we got 4 more questions, including this one. Members from which TV show were cast to form most of the team from ODST? Babylon 5, C, Stargate, B, Firefly, A.
Bro, I have no idea.
I
I
know
don't even know what any of these shows are.
you've never watched Firefly, buddy. Look,
No. What the hell is that?
oh my god, it's a fucking space cowboy fucking show from hell. It's amazing. And the only reason I know that is because you know who Alan Tudyk is, like the TYDUK, the dude that plays Pirate Steve in Dodgeball.
I think so.
You'll Google it and you'll be like, oh shit, that guy. He'll be like, yarg. So Alan Tudyk is in Firefly, and I know that Alan Tudyk played somebody in ODST because he's in everything. So that's my only real.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, it's got to be Firefly, I think.
Yeah.
Because Stargate is from like the 80s into the 90s into the 2000s, so like none of those actors would really matter. And then Babylon 5, I just don't care about. So like, I feel like Firefly makes the most amount of sense, just because I know that Alan Tudyk is in it. Fuck it.
That's proof right there.
Yeah, fuck it. Boom. It was Firefly, baby.
Beaut.
Ooh. Oh, I like these answers. Halo Wars. You remember that shit?
Oh yeah.
Halo Wars was originally built on the game engine of what real-time strategy game? A, Command and Conquer. B, Age of Mythology. C, Halo 2. Okay, thanks for the fake answer, game.
Oh man, I don't know, but I hope it's Age of Mythology.
I feel like we should just go with that for the sake of
Just because,
yeah,
yeah.
honestly. Command and Conquer, Age of Mythology. Yeah. You want to just go with Age of Mythology? That makes fucking
Sure. Just because I want it to be it.
dude. Get the fuck out of here.
Is it?
Yes. That's
What?
amazing.
That's so
dude.
awesome.
We're doing so good. On luck and amazingly. I didn't know that. That's crazy, but it makes sense.
Me neither.
Yeah.
I want to hear the story behind that. What the fuck?
Well, so no, I guess that could make sense because Wars had like the mythical dudes, like you could some like Spartans and shit, which is
Yeah.
kind of what Age of Mythology had with like those like random mythological creatures. Like you could bring like fucking hydras and shit. So I guess that makes sense, but I would have never thought, dude.
Yeah. That's crazy.
All right. In Halo 5, oh, Jesus. In Halo 5 Guardians, what caused the biggest technical problem during development? Wow. A. Maintaining 60 frames per second for the Xbox One. B. Animated cactuses that react to gunfire. C. The drop-in, drop-out system for co-op play.
Man, I don't know the answer to these
I don't.
questions.
I feel like 60 FPS makes the most sense, but I also kind of am inclined to say that it's probably something fucking stupid. Like, we can't get the cactuses to work.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I
that's just
feel
how
like it would
games
be
work. You
something
know what I'm
weird.
saying? Yeah, like that's just
Yeah.
how games work.
Do it, the cactuses.
All right, fuck it, I'm down with it. Get the fuck out of here.
Is it really?
They could not get the cactuses to react to gunfire.
Holy shit.
What the fuck? We got a 14 out of fucking or a 15 out of 20 or 15 out of 16. I can't read. Jesus. 15 out of 16.
Nice.
All right, we're fucking Halo fanatics.
Apparently, we
Apparently.
guessed on like all of them.
Yeah, fucking sheer luck, baby.
For real.
Jesus. Well, thank God we haven't been playing a lot of shit.
Yeah, I think honestly that's it. I don't even think we need to.
Yeah, I don't think we need to fucking really dig too deep into what we've been playing because it's been the same stuff from last week. But
Yeah, I've just been
mean-
still playing Borderlands.
yeah, fucking looting and shooting. That's.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I know that I've been blasting through Rocket League because we got back into it with a friend. Been playing some Siege, and then I mean, you know, I was streaming Kingdom Hearts 2.5, like the second Kingdom Hearts remix, just recently before we recorded. So like, that's honestly really all I feel like we need to talk about. Like, I don't think.
Yeah,
wanna-
I mean we're already at.
What's up?
Huh?
What'd you say?
I said we're already at 135, so I'm like shit.
Fuck yeah, dude.
That's game. I don't,
That's game.
I'll have more to talk about playing wise next week probably.
Oh, for sure, me too. I got some stuff coming up. I mean, if you're listening this far and you want to talk about Kingdom Hearts, just stop by the stream. It's not gonna go away. It's gonna be one of those things I'm talking about.
Link in description.
Link in description. No, I think that's probably a good place to call it, though. That's the first Super Pixels Weekly episode that we've ever gone through where we haven't actually talked about what we're playing because it took so long. That's crazy.
That's awesome. It's good.
I like it. I'm down with it.
Yep.
Well, fuck. All right. Well, this has been an episode of Super Pixels Weekly. I am Donavin, your co-host.
I'm William. We are Halo fanatics.
Yeah,
apparently.
Guilty until proven innocent, apparently. You know where to find us. We are Super Pixels Weekly on all the major streaming platforms. Podbean, our boys. Again, don't forget to give them some love. They're our hosts, and we get shipped out from Podbean to all the other podcast venues. We are going to identify something real quick. Yes, I am 100% aware that in all of the other streaming platforms, for the most part, including iTunes, is the biggest contributor. All of the podcasts are labeled incorrectly when it comes to numbers. I have been inquiring to Apple. I have no idea where there's a random ghost. Yeah, there's a random ghost podcast. Like, this is going to be episode 14. It's going to say 15/14. I don't know why. I've talked to Apple. I'm waiting on some responses back. So I apologize about that for people who are going to be confused, especially for you Amazon kids like myself that want to use Alexa to play. Don't talk. Thank you. Use Alexa to play the podcast where she's like, episode 14, 13, and she'll read, like, it doesn't make sense. I'm trying. I'm working on it. Either way, you know where to find us. If you're listening on a device like your phone, computer, whatever, it doesn't really matter too much because you can see the description. So you know where to find us. Again, please, if you have trouble finding us, by all means, Google Super Pixels Weekly. We are the number one result that comes up at the top. It's a link to our Podbean that's where you can find us. Use Podbean, by all means, support those guys that are hosting us. But if you got an iPhone, just look for us in iTunes. We're there.
Yeah.
On top of that, again, we are inadvertently sponsored by Instant Gaming. I'm not going to go into this crazy spiel, but if you want some discounts on some games, it's not like crazy games from before. It's not old school games. It's new games, new releases. It's dudes that have bought CD keys. They don't need them. They're selling them wholesale. They buy them from bulk from the distributor. They're giving you discounts. I talked about it before. I could have bought Resident Evil 8 for a steep discount. I did not before I got sponsored. I am regretting it. So please use the link in the description. Get some sweet discounts on games. At the same time, anything that you buy, some kickback comes to us and we use it to support the podcast. So you're doing us a favor, realistically, but you're also doing yourself a favor by saving money. So who's the real winner here, honestly? You know where to find us too when it comes to our outside social medias. My Twitch, Pixels and Pints, twitch.tv/. William's YouTube channel, World's OKest Gamer. Just look that shit up. You'll find it. And yeah, I mean, do you have a question? You have a question for this week? I didn't really think of a question.
No, we'll get one next week.
We'll get one next week because you guys
in the beginning of the episode.
Yeah, you guys kind of slacked on emails. And that's okay, But still, if you have something to say, by all means, shoot us an email, superpixelsweekly@gmail.com. I promise you we will read it. We don't get a lot, so when you do send us emails, we are very excited about it. So by all means. Yeah, I think that's a place to wrap it up though. So I guarantee you that we will see you guys, gals, and non-binary pals next week.
Yep. Later.
Have a good evening, morning, afternoon, whatever the hell. Later, y'all.
All right, and I am going to stop now. Hopefully everything works.
It doesn't matter.
Right.
We're here. We're in it to win it.
Look, man, it's work from home. We can't be in our studio.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.